So what's the news since yesterday? Do you have any? Do you have everyone? Is everyone available tonight?
We haven't set the lineup just yet. Optional, and so guys are still coming in. So I haven't seen everybody yet this morning.
If Edstrom does draw in, just what do you want to see from him?
We played a really good game. Last time he was up here, he brings size and speed. He's physical. Chipped in some offense. He was doing the same thing down in Hartford, so just a continuation of that. It'd just be a second game for him if he did make it in. But he played well when he was here, and he's been playing well down there.
And who's your goalie this season?
Shesties in net.
Did you just want to get him back-to-back games, or what's the reasoning behind going for him two games in a row?
Well, he's going to play 2 games in a row lots of times this year.
Yes, no,
so I mean, we're still exactly where we want to be coming out of the break. We had a couple days to get him some work where he was off for a little bit. Came back and got in last game and had a practice, and we're coming back with him today.
Just out of curiosity, at the risk of asking you a goalie question, Coach, was it more about technical stuff that he needed to fix, or was it a mental?
I think sometimes it's just good to get some work, some fundamentals in on your game, and where you want to be at. We do it with the power play. We do it with guys with individual skill when we get a chance to get them a break. And like I said, just the way it was set up with the schedule, where he was at the All-Star game and really for the most part off the ice for an extended period of time. Jonathan was playing well also, but it was a chance to get Shesty some work. And like I said, I thought he made some big saves last game. There were definitely a few things we could have done better. The first one was kind of a CNI shot, and then the last 2, I thought, we were kind of at fault in front of him.
Is this a good time for you in the schedule to try some things out, practice time? You see, you have a game today, nothing until Thursday,
yeah.
And then the outdoor games, like just some breaks that give you a little bit of opportunity to really dig in and evaluate rather than game.
I don't know about evaluate necessarily, but I guess evaluate, but more for me about so that if you're trying something different in the neutral zone, or if you're trying a different look on the power play, or if you feel like your 4-on-4 play hasn't been where it's needed to be, it's an opportunity to take it and say, okay, we're not in this grind of games where we don't even practice, and we can take advantage of that. And so those are some of the things we're actually talking about for tomorrow's practice. Just things maybe that we don't touch on so much in practice. We try to go over it verbally or through video, but to go out and work on it in practice, I think helps too. So we use when you don't have a ton of games coming, it gives you a chance in practice to work on that.
Then I was thinking the power play in general. I mean, obviously, if it was rolling that first unit, you wouldn't make the changes, but you make the changes, you see what you have tonight, and it kind of gives you an opportunity, right, to
Correct.
really evaluate
Correct.
what worked or what did not work.
And to work on things, yeah.
I noticed that I think one day last week you actually practiced 3-on-3, which I find is interesting. Because you have everybody, not just 9 guys practicing or whatever. But do you practice 5-on-6 a lot?
Sometimes we do. We go over it. We practice it. All these things are on the docket for tomorrow. So I'd say we've hit 3-on-3, at least a half a dozen times this year. 4-on-4 the same. 5-on-6 a couple times we've hit it. So 5-on-6, 6-on-5 both. So just trying to get things that you touch once in a while.
When putting Panarin and Trocheck on the power play unit with Lafreniere, how much of the thought process in that is their chemistry together at 5-on-5?
Yeah, I mean it's a different look for it, where Artemi's on. They can be on either side of the ice, but they could also be a new spot for Artemi, and that line has worked well together. There's a little bit of chemistry there. So again, it's it's a thought, and we'll see where it goes.
In the Friday night game, there was a period starting in the second period and into the beginning of the third where you did mix up your top 6. You swapped Mika and Trocheck for a while, and then you made a couple other moves. What were you looking for out of seeing new lines like that?
Coming out of the first, I thought we were good. In the second period, I thought we flattened out a little bit. So just trying a different look. just to change the scenery. We haven't done it a lot this year, but for me, it's looking a little bit flat, and we weren't generating the way we needed to in the second period, to try something different, give it a different shot.
Is it something that you might try again, or is it only like in-game, don't like
These are
this?
in-game things. I'm not getting away from it right now, but things change all the time, daily. I wouldn't do anything in pen. I'd keep it in pencil and go from there. But we've found success doing things a certain way. We found success being patient, and so we try to stay with that. But there's times when you're inside of a game and you think something needs to move or something needs to change, and you make it